Hello and welcome. My name is Zafar Iqbal and you're watching the Mojo Story. This is a news break. There has been an encounter in Poonch, district of Jammu and Kashmir, in which 4 terrorists have been killed in a joint operation by the police and the army. The encounter took place last night and then there was a lull in the night and today morning the firefight again resumed and at the end of the encounter 4 terrorists have been killed. Now, Army has given details about this encounter. Army says in a major coordinated search operation, acting on specific intelligence, 4 terrorists were eliminated in a joint operation by Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police near Sindarah and Maidana village in Tehsil, Surankote of Poonch district. Along with the terrorists, 4 AK-47, 2 pistols, and other warlike stores were also recovered. Elimination of these terrorists has avoided major terrorist-initiated incidents in Rajouri and Poonch area. Such operations are still in progress. Now, those are the details that have been given by the army. They have confirmed that 4 terrorists have been killed. It was actually a group of 4 terrorists. Now, there are more details that have emerged. The encounter took place last night and also today morning. There were drones which were deployed along with other night surveillance equipment. This was all done to ensure that the militants do not break the cordon and escape. All efforts were made to zero in onto the militants and to pin them down and to eliminate them. So entire operation was conducted in a very coordinated manner, and that's when the 4 terrorists have been killed. Now, their identity has not been ascertained as yet, but sources say they are most likely foreign terrorists, and their identity is still being ascertained. Now, this encounter has taken place in Surankote. Surankote, which is in Poonch district, has remained as a hotbed of militancy in the past. There have been repeated militant encounters between militants and security forces in Poonch. That is many years ago, but now situation had normalized in the twin districts of Rajouri and Poonch in the Pir Panjal region. But what has happened this year? There has been a restart of militant activities in those areas. I remember in January, there was this encounter at Dangri, not exactly an encounter, but terrorists attacked civilians in Dangri area of Rajouri, in which 5 civilians were killed and many others were injured. They entered the houses and fired indiscriminately at the people. Now, this happened in January, and later in April, an army vehicle, an army truck was ambushed on the Rajouri Poonch highway, in which 5 army Jawans were killed. The terrorists had also taken pictures of that encounters and later released them. And then afterwards, there was another encounter in the Kandi area of Rajouri that happened in the month of May. That's the time when the SCO meet was underway at Goa, and Pakistan's foreign minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari was also in India at that time. There was this encounter that took place in Kandi, in which 5 Jawans of the Indian Army were killed in action. So there have been a series of encounters in that area, and security forces had started this operation Trinetra to eliminate this group of terrorists. Now they have had a huge success when they killed these 4 terrorists in that area in Surankote, and their identity is being ascertained, whether it's the same group that carried out those series of terrorist attacks in Rajouri and Poonch this year. Uh, that's being looked into, but for now, it is a big success for the security forces. We're expecting more details from the army and the police about this encounter, but for now, they have confirmed that 4 terrorists have been killed, 4 AK-47 rifles have been recovered, 2 pistols have also been recovered from the killed militants, and the operations are still going on. It's to be looked into whether this was an isolated group or there are more militants hiding in that area. Remember, Rajouri Poonch is the terrain is different. It's not a plain area; it's a hilly area, and that gives advantage to the terrorists to escape and to hide in those jungles. So obviously, this operation is taking some time. It's still going on. The mopping up operations and the search operations are still going on, but the firefight has stopped. And at the end of this firefight, four terrorists have been killed. To recap for our viewers, the army has said that in a major coordinated search operation acting on specific intelligence, four terrorists were eliminated in a joint operation by Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police near Sindarah and Maidana village in Tehsil Surankote of Poonch district. Along with the terrorists, four AK-47, two pistols, and other warlike stores were also recovered. Elimination of these terrorists has avoided major terrorist initiated incidents in Rajouri and Poonch area. Now, it's very important that these attacks that were carried out by the terrorists in Rajouri Poonch over the last few months were initiated by them. Now, the army says that based on specific intelligence, a coordinated search operation was launched in general areas Sindara and Maidana near Surankote Tehsil Poonch by troops of Indian Army and SOG. SOG is the Special Operation Group of the Jammu and Kashmir Police. Contact was established and intense firing started. That's the time when the area was cordoned off. All efforts were made to ensure that the terrorists do not break the cordon and escape from that area. All through the night, night vision devices, surveillance equipment, drones were employed by the security forces, and they really zeroed in onto the point where the terrorists were hiding. And in the morning, when the firefights resumed, all the four terrorists were eliminated. So clearly, a big success for the security forces in an area where militancy was completely wiped off and it had restarted, it had taken out its head again in this year with a series of encounters. This is a major success by security forces to break on that, and that's why the army is saying that it is a major success to prevent any terrorist initiated encounters from taking place in that area. But what is important that it was a joint operation by the police and the army. Obviously, it was based on a specific intelligence input, and the operation was jointly conducted by the police and the army. And at the end of this operation, four terrorists were killed. Their identity is still being ascertained, but sources do indicate that it could be foreign terrorists, but it will take some time to ascertain the outfit they belong to and their identities. But for now, a major success for the security forces. Four terrorists have been killed in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, Poonch district is very close to the line of control. It's actually on the line of control. And in the past, it's remained an important infiltration route. There have been many ceasefire violations also in that area. There has been a drop in the ceasefire violation, but infiltration bids do continue. Now, it remains to be seen whether it's a newly infiltrated group of terrorists or it's the one that has been carrying out terror activities in Jammu and Kashmir in Poonch region. But this encounter has not taken place at the line of control. It's happened in the hinterland in Surankote area, which in the past has remained a hotbed of militancy and terrorism. So clearly a big success for the security forces, the elimination of four terrorists in the Pir Panjal region of Jammu and Kashmir. The more details will obviously come in the day when army and police will elaborate on how exactly this operation was carried out. For now, a big success for security forces. The four AK-47 rifles, two pistols that are the warlike stores have also been recovered from the terrorists killed. The operation is still underway. The search operations are going on, but for now, the firefight has stopped with the elimination of these four terrorists. We'll keep you updated on this story as we get more details. But for now, thanks for watching.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.